Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tanzil Mirza. Today I'm going to show you how to create some cards, and by cards I mean these kind of components. However, these cards are way better. Uh, so we'll not be applying this much of style, but today I'll show you how to create at least basic cards and the basic card components. However, our card will not be impressive like these one, but still I'll show you how to create basic cards, and then you can add your css. You can style your cards later on according to your wish. So let me close this now and we'll start with the code when our development server is up and running. Okay, let me minimize this terminal. All right, so let me close these welcome tabs. We don't need these. And let me create some more space. Okay, before starting with the code, I want to show you something that I've already installed these Bootstrap, React Bootstrap, and ReactStrap packages. I've already installed these dependencies, and if you don't know how to add these dependencies, then don't worry. I have a separate video for that, adding ReactStrap and its component in a React.js project. I'll provide the link in the description area, so don't worry about that. If you don't know how to add these dependencies, it's very simple. Just follow that video, and then you can start with this. Okay, so we have already added these things, and source app.js, and I've also removed this logo and everything else from here. We don't need this. We'll be writing our custom code for the cards. So there's an empty division here. Now we'll start coding here. Okay, so the basic idea behind these cards is that I want to tell you that what procedure we are going to follow. All right, so we'll be creating few cards. We'll be having some states. In its states there will be several JSON objects. We'll be reading those persons from those from that array, from that state. It will be creating few cards, and we'll call that file cards.js, and this card.js is responsible for creating cards. Now we'll mount each and every card into a card frame. It will be which will be another custom component. It will be like a holder for every card. It will hold the card, a main area kind of thing, and then we will mount that particular card frame into this app.js right here. So if you're not getting what I mean, just hold on, just stay with me, and I'll show you how we're gonna accomplish that. So first of all, inside this source folder, I'll create one components components directory, and inside these components I'll create a file which is card.js. All right, and inside this component itself I'll add one more file, cardframe.js. Okay, which will hold several cards in a particular layout. All right, so let's start with this card.js first. Import, just a second, import. Yeah, import. All right, react import react. This will be fine, I think. Import react from react. Okay guys, let me tell you before you can write your custom code over here, but you know what, we already have code right here. You can go to reactstrap components. It's their official website. See the first link which will appear in the Google search is their official website of GitHub. So React 4 Bootstrap components. We'll click that and go to the component. See, this is the official website of ReactStrap. We will navigate to components, and inside this component you have got this card. Or see, you can see this here. This kind of card you will get. You can choose any other style you want. There are several other cards available. See, these kind of cards. So you have several other cards, but for the sake of simplicity, we'll be using this simple card technique. Okay, this simple card. Just copy this code, close this tab, and remove everything from here, and just paste it down here. Why it is showing me this? Okay, because of this apostrophe f, apostrophe s. It's not an error. It's just because of the syntax, and we can choose this from here. I'm using Atom text editor. It's now I can use JSX, JavaScript. This one JSX. Okay, it's fine now. It's not an error. You can leave it like that only, but it looks nice this way, no? So you have already created this card. Okay. Hmm. You can edit this. We'll edit this later. All right. So now, just a second. All right. Now inside our cards frame. Okay, inside our card frame, we'll import few our package. First of all, we'll import our package. That import React. Now also import component because I'll be dealing with the states. Okay, I'll tell you from React. Oh, sorry, from React. All right. Now I'll also, okay, just leave it that way only. Class. All right. Just create a component. Const card frame. A normal arrow function of ES6 JavaScript, and here we'll export in default mode this card frame. Okay, so we'll make cards inside this card.js. Okay, yeah, we'll make cards inside with this file, this card.js, and this card will be mounted into this card frame, which will be having a grid kind of layout. Okay, and this card frame will be finally loaded into app.js. Okay, here. So now let me tell you something. So here I'll be using, let me call this here, let me call this here, so that it gives you error on the left hand side on the browser screen, and I'll explain you side by side simultaneously that actually what is going on here. Okay, so sorry, we'll call card frame here. Got it? So if we want to show card frame there, then we'll have to import this card frame from components. C is in lowercase components, and inside components we have card frame. All right, all right. Just ignore everything right now. Now we have card frame also here, and inside this card frame we'll call card. So in order to call cards inside this card frame, you will have to import card, my bad, card from card. All right, now, so okay, so inside this card frame, uh okay, most of the time we'll be reading data from a database table or any or something like that, or MongoDB or JSON, but right now we are not going into that complexity. So I'll be creating a state here. All right, I'll create a state, not this dot state is equals to this, and inside this we'll be calling, let me call this people. Okay, it will be an array, and inside this array we'll be having several JSON objects, like this one, Tanzil, likes, Tanzil likes, let it be donuts. Mm, let us have few more example. We'll rename this to Roberts, and suppose he likes ice cream. You can skip this part because I'm just writing some random names and random likes. You can skip this part. Jacob, Rebecca, Marlin, maybe pretzels, and maybe pizza. And Marlin likes, suppose it likes mm, maybe hot dog. Remove this comma from here. All right. Now, first of all, this let me return something here. Okay, we'll be returning in future something. Yeah, that obviously the JSX code. All right, but just read this error. There's something wrong here, and if I remove this, it's showing me that state is not defined. Why it is saying that state is not defined? Because state, let me tell you, state is a keyword, and only the classes which extend this component class have privilege to use this keyword. A normal arrow function cannot use this keyword state. Okay, that's why I intentionally created an arrow function so that I can tell you that only privileged classes who are extending component classes are allowed to use this state. So instead of this arrow function, we'll call this class frame, remove from here, extends component. All right, but if we want to extend component class, we'll have to import that also. Otherwise, it will land you into some other error. All right, so what is this instance dot render is not a function. I'll leave that. We are not concerned with these things. Okay, we'll see what's going on here. So we have created this array, this state here. Now inside this state, we'll be having a function render. Okay, so here inside render, just leave this file as it is right now. Okay, your render should have a return statement. Of course, we'll have a return statement here. Okay, right now we are not returning anything. Just leave this thing. Just leave this file here itself. We'll resume coding after a while. Now let's check this thing. Okay, now inside this file, see we have got several cards from here. We'll have to make few changes. See, it is importing React from React, and card image, card text, card body, these things from reactstrap. Okay, you don't need to do anything else. Just remove this thing from here. This is not example, this is card. First of all, it is card. Remove these extra spaces, we don't need this. Okay, return card. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. If you want to keep the button, okay, just let it be. And export default card. All right, now uh, everything looks good here. Okay, so now we'll be calling these cards. All right, now we'll be calling these cards in our this render function. Okay, but first of all, we'll have to create those columns. All right, we'll have to create those columns. Let I'm taking, let it be details is equals to this dot state dot people, there's an extra full stop over there, let's remove that. Dot people, and I'm using this map function. And if you don't know how map function works, don't worry, I have another video on how to use map function. I'll provide the link in the description for this as well, so don't worry about this map function. Okay, let me tell you in a nutshell. This map function will take each and every element without you don't need to iterate using a for loop or while loop. It will automatically pick up every line from here, every object from here, and it will convert it to something else. Something else here refers to JSX right now. Here, by something else, I mean JSX. It will just fetch first record. It will convert it to some JSX component. Then it will automatically iterate to the second tuple, and it will keep on doing this. Okay, so single person, single person, and of course it's a custom name. You can choose any other name of your choice. And here we're going to return something. That's what I said. This map function will return something. Call, call stands for column, and here we'll be returning these card. Okay, card details is equals to single person. Let's close this thing here, and let's close this thing also, this call also. All right, so it's done here. Now if you want to use this call here, uh, you need to import call from reactstrap. Okay, see the warning has gone. Now this is done. Now we'll call the return function. This return function was for this map. Okay, what this map function will return, this is decided by this line of the by this module. Now render should have a return function of its own. A render function should return something. That's what this reactjs is complaining right now. Your render method should have a return statement. So we'll have a return statement here, and what we will return, we will return a division. Let me close this here itself. Inside division, let me make some space. Okay, we'll have a container inside the will because we'll be making a grid, so we need all these container, and inside this container we'll be having a row. All right, let me close this here. And with this, when we are using this container and row, so along with this column we have to call these row. These are the components of reactstrap. Okay, this will automatically create a container, and inside the container will create a row, and inside that row what we have to render, of course, our this details, which is our custom component. See this call inside container, inside division we have a container, and inside container we have a row, and inside that row we have this column. And from where this column is fetching its value, from this card. See, inside this column we have called our custom component card here. So now we'll be having our card. uh, Card has already been declared inside cottage. Okay, just ignore these warnings right now, we'll see them later. Okay, okay. The React is complaining right now that this card name has already been declared. See, it's a keyword in React strap. We have to name it, suppose, our card. We have to change the name, and here also while exporting we have to call this our card. And inside this, okay, you can see the changes here. And inside this card, mm, not card, we have to call our card, have to call this our card, and of course we have to change card is not defined. Of course the card is not defined because it's card. We have to rename this to uh, our card. Okay, that's my fault. That's my fault. Now we'll save the code. Okay, yeah. Now in card frame.js it says card is not defined on line number 19. Okay, card is not defined. Of course, it's our card. Now it's working fine. All right. See, it's working so beautiful. It's work. It's not interesting, right? It seems to be very pathetic. This is the worst design you have ever seen. But I told you we're not making a video on, we're not doing any lecture on styling. For that we have other videos, and you can use your CSS skills and other other styling techniques to style your card. But in this video, the motive of this video is to show you how to create these cards, okay, using reactstrap and our cards. So you can see there's a hard-coded string is there, card title. Of course we don't want this to be card title. I want our names, these names and likes to be displayed there. Okay, so now we'll use these things. So we'll go back to our cards, and inside this we'll have to, card title will be, let's say, person, and in the card subtitle will be the name, which will be of course props. Not this, what's wrong with this, props dot, what was the name of that array, props dot details dot name. Okay, props because this is the parameter we are passing inside our card. So inside our card we will receive this with props dot details dot name. Save the code. See, now you can see this person because it's hard coded. You can even remove this. We don't want this. All right, see, just remove this. All right, now we have, or we can do something else. Let it be, just remove the card title, just cut it here and just paste it here, and just remove the subtitle. We don't want to display the subtitle, just the card title and card text we want to display. Now what's wrong with this, man? Okay, details dot, I forgot to show the name. Now it looks good. All right, yeah, it's working now. Now what about this, some quick example text. Just remove everything from here, and here also we'll add these props. Why, what's wrong with this, man? Props dot details, and the second property was likes. All right, see, it's working now. Card image caption, okay, that's an alternate text, this one. Just make this image missing. All right, see, okay, now we have to set the source which is missing right now. I don't know why it's not working. I think the link is not valid. Let me check whether this link is working or not. I haven't written this code. This we have copied this code from reactstrap, from the official website. I don't know. See, okay, there's a problem with this. I think they might have removed this image. Don't worry, we'll add our custom image here. Okay, let me type into Google empty profile picture. Okay, go to images. Let's select something from here. I'll take this one. Okay, let's go here and copy image address. Close this tab. We don't need this. And here we'll, okay, where I'm pasting on our cards. We'll, what's wrong with this? Let's remove everything from here. and just remove everything here, and we'll paste our own Facebook avatar.png. See, it's working now. How beautiful it looks, man. This way. And since it's Bootstrap under the hood, it's reactstrap, but reactstrap is just a fancy name for Bootstrap 4 version for React.js and JavaScript. So we'll call it reactstrap. But under the hood, it's Bootstrap itself, and we all of us know that these container row and column, these are used for making responsive web pages. So it's responsive. It, all right. See, it's working now. Tanzil Donuts. I think just a small change. Just a small change. Likes. And here we'll write name. We can do one more thing. We can use strong. Encapsulate this name into strong. Okay. Name Tanzil likes this. Similarly, you can use strong for likes. Just remove this likes from here. Save the code. See, give a space here. Now it works. See, this is how it works. So we have made these cards. If you want to style these cards further, then of course you are free to use CSS and other styling techniques of your own, but this is how we create some custom cards. If you want to add some other add or remove anyone else, just remove. Let's remove Jacob from here. I'm removing Jacob. Removing Jacob. Let's save this code, and Jacob is gone now. Let's. Jacob is here now. Jacob is back, and I'll add one more. Let's copy the code here. Uh, Let it be Jiwa instead of hot dog. It will be burger. See, burger Jiwa. So I've used this state because uh, we can use this state in this example because it's a very simple program, but don't worry about these things because most of the time we'll be getting our data from SQL database or some other database, maybe JSON or MongoDB or anything else. Soon I'll be creating videos on that also, but first I want you to get accustomed to the basic techniques we are going to use in React.js. So this is how we create our custom components in React.js. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be back with some new stuff. Thank you so much.